Good morning, students. Today I will explain subject Computer Studies, Standard 10th, Chapter number 15, Arrays, Part 1. In C programming, so far we have used only basic data type, namely int, float, character, double, etc. This type of variables can store only one value at a time. To process one value, we need one variable in a program. If we want to process five different value, we need five different variables. Now imagine the program where we want to handle very large amount of data to handle such kind of situations. She supports a special kind of data type called an array. In this chapter, we will learn how to use different types of an array available in C language. So, first topic, need of arrays. Imagine some of the following real life situations for which we want to write a C program, maintain marks of all students of class, maintain cost of all the products of supermarket, list of employees and their contact numbers, maintain height and width of each student of class to handle marks of each students instead of declaring different variables such as mark 0, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4 and marks 59. We may declare one array variable such as a marks big bracket 60. So to refer individual students marks, now we can use variable like marks 0, marks 1, marks 2 and so on. In computer memory, array of marks 59 will look like the one shown in figure 15.1. So that is a sample structure of array in memory. That is the first element, second element, third element and that is the last element. Marks 0, that is the first element. Marks 1, that is the second element. Marks 2, that is a third element. And dot 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 and last marks 59, that is the last element. 0 to 59, that means 60 elements. Note following important points related to an array. It is a collection of elements having same data type. It is a fixed size sequential collection of elements. An array elements occupies continuous memory locations. The element of an array is accessed by an index number. The index number contained within square brackets is also known as a subscript. A subscript number must be an integer or an integer expressions. The subscript number start with 0. So that is a important point related to array. Next topic, type of array. The array in C language can be classified into following two categories. First, single or one dimension array. Second, multi-dimension array. The single dimension array may have one row or one column, while multi-dimensional array has one or more rows and one or more columns. The number of rows and columns are specified by user as per the program requirement. We will discuss only one and two dimension array offered by the C language. Next topic is a declaration of single dimension array. To declare an array in C language, we specify the type of data which we want to store in the elements and the number of elements to be stored in an array as follows. First is a data type, second is a array name, and third is a big bracket size and then semicolon. So that is a declaration of single dimension array. I have discussed one by one. First is a data type. It specifies the type of element that an array stores. If you want to store characters in an array, then type of an array is char, that is a character. In the same way, to store integer, type of an array is int, that means integer. The data type can be any valid C language data type. So that is a data type. Next is a array name. This is the name given to an array variable by the programmer. It can be any string, but it is usually suggested that some meaningful name should be given to an array. The array name should be in context with what is being stored in that array in a program. So that is a array name. And third is a size. The value of size indicates the number of elements the array can store. The size must be an integer constant greater than 0. For example, to store marks of 60 students, we may use following statements. int marks bracket 60. int is a data type, marks is a array name, and 60 is a size. So that is a store marks of 60 student. Note that the marks array declared here will be able to contain only 60 integer value. The example of array that can store characters, floating point value, and very large value double is shown in the declarations below. Chr string bracket 20, float percentage bracket 20, double numbers bracket 20. So first example, chr, that is a data type, strings, that means a array name, and 20, that is a size. Second is a float, that is a data type, percentage is a array name, and 20 is a size. Third is a double, that is a data type, numbers, that is a array name, and 20, that is a size. So that is a example. Next is a assign value to single dimension array, that is a 1D array. C language allow array initializations in two different ways. First, compile time array initializations, and second, runtime array initializations. So first I will discuss compile time array initializations. An array can be assigned value similar to a normal variable at the time of declaration. The general syntax to set the value of various array elements is as follows. First, data type, second, array name, and third, bracket size equals to curly brackets value 1 comma value 2 dash 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 and value n, curly brackets over and then semicolon. Here value 1, value 2 and value n provides the initial value for successive elements of the array. Following is the example where we specify size and set value of all elements of arrays. Example, int marks 5. That means int, that is a data type, marks is a array name, 5 is a size, and then equals to curly brackets 60, 65, 70, 75 and 80, that is a 5 marks, and end of the curly bracket, that is a value. So that is a compile time array initializations. This will declare an array variable marks that can store 5 elements with the value set as marks 0 equals to 60, mark 1 equals to 65, mark 2 equals to 70, marks 3 equals to 75 and marks 4 equals to 80. During such declarations, if list of values are less than the size of an array, then only specified number of elements will be initialized and remaining elements will be initialized to 0. For example, the declarations int marks 5 equals to 60, 65 and 70. We'll initialize first three arrays elements as marks 0 equals to 60, marks 1 equals to 65 and marks 2 equals to 70. The remaining two array elements marks 3 and marks 4 will be initialized to value is 0. So that is a declaration of a array. If the array elements are assigned value at the time of declaration itself, then specifying size is optional. If we don't specify the size, compiler will automatically calculate the size by counting total number of values written inside the curly brackets. For example, the following statement int marks brackets equals to 60, 65, 70, 75 and 80. So we'll declare the marks array containing 5 elements whose values are initialized with the value given in the curly brackets. So that is a example of a array program to illustrate compile time initialization of one dimension array. Let us learn the concept of compile time initialization of one dimension array with the example has an includes t2.h int main int number brackets 5 int, that is the data type, numbers, that is a array name, and 5, that is the size, and equals to 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, that is a array value. So that is the compile time initializations. and then semicolon. Int I, for loop, I equals to 0, that is the starting point, I less than 5, that is the ending point, 0 to less than 5, that means 4. So 0 to 4, that means a 5 value, and I plus plus, that is a 1 increment. So loop to display array elements. Starting curly bracket, printf percentage d backslash n and comma number brackets I and the semicolon. End of the curly bracket, return 0, end of the int. So save your file and then compile. This is C filename.c, and then your program successfully compiled. So that is the output command dot slash a dot out and then enter. So that is a output of a program 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. That is a 5 value is display. So that is a one dimension array. And next is a runtime array initializations. When we need to read data from user while executing our program, we can use runtime array initializations. The code given in example will allow user to enter marks of 5 different students at runtime of the program. The program also demonstrates how to use stored value from the array. So that is a program. Example number 2, program to illustrate runtime array initializations and accessing value from the dimension array. One dimension array program will read marks of 5 students and display the average marks. Hash sign include std.h, int main, starting curly brackets, int marks, brackets 5, I, and then total equals to 0. For loop, I equals to 0, I less than 5, and I plus plus. That is a loop to read marks of 5 students. Starting curly bracket, printf, enter marks, percentage d, and then comma, and then I, semicolon. Scan a percentage d and percent marks, brackets I. End of the for loop. Second for loop, I equals to 0, I less than 5, and I plus plus. So that is a loop to find total marks. For loop, I equals to 0, I less than 5, and I plus plus. That is a loop to find total marks. Starting curly bracket, total equals to total plus marks, and then brackets I. End of the curly brackets, printf backslash n, the average marks of students are percentage d backslash n and then total divided 5. So that is a average marks, and then return 0. End of the main. Save your file and then compile. gcc filename.c and then run the program. So that is a command dot slash a dot out. First enter marks 0, that is the first. That is the first mark 5, second 10, third 15, fourth 20, and fifth 25. That is a 0 to 4. That is the indexing of a array, and that is a value of 1 to 5. So the average marks of students are 15. So 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 and divided 5. So that is a average of marks 15. So that is a output of a program. Next topic is a string as a characters array. A string is a series of characters that is normally treated as a single block. C language does not provide the string as inbuilt data type. However, it allows us to represent string as a character array. A string variable is any valid C variable name, and it is always declared as the character array. The general form of string declaration is CHR, string name, and then angular bracket, big bracket. There is a initialize of a size. So here the size indicate the number of characters in the variable called string name. Following are some of the value string declarations. Character students underscore name, size is a 20. Character city and size is a 50. Character state size is a 20. So note that string in a C language are terminated by the special character called null character. So this helps the program to identify the end of the string. Since strings are terminated by the null character \0, we require one extra storage location in the character array to accommodate all the characters of strings. Similarly to numeric arrays, character array can also be initialized at compile time and at a runtime of a program. Character array initialization can be possible in following different manners. CHR student's name bracket 6 equals to Purva, character student's name 6 equals to P comma U comma R comma V comma A and then backslash 0. So that is a last is a null character and then add of the curly brackets and then semicolon. The reason behind the keeping 6 elements in student's name array is that the string Purva, that is a 5 characters, contains a 5 characters and one element is used for null character backslash 0. Note that when we initialize the character array by listing its elements, it is necessary to specify null character backslash 0 at the end of the string. We can also declare character arrays without specifying size as follow. Character state equals to Gujarat, Gujarat, and then backslash 0. In this case, the character array state will be declared and initialized with 8 elements. Using following statement, we can refer previously discussed characters array. Printf, the name of the student is %s, comma, student's name. Printf, the name of state is %s and then state. Printf, the first character of your name is %c, comma, student's name and then brackets 0. So that is a initialization of a characters in array. So today class is over. I will discuss the remaining part, multiple dimension, that means a 2D array. I will discuss in next sessions. Thank you.